Superheroes have their antecedents in the semi-divine heroes of myth and legend. Protagonists who exhibit feats of incredible strength, fighting prowess, and cunning are commonplace in both scripture and early secular literature. Comic strips of the early 20th century provided the perfect visual medium for the development for these larger-than-life characters, and in June 1938 writer Jerry Siegel and artist Joseph Shuster unveiled Superman, the archetypal superhero. Superheroes have proved to be an enduring addition to popular culture, eventually spreading to radio, film, television, and electronic games. Here is the list of top 10 best superheroes of all time. Remember, this list is solely based on votes by the fans. So without further wait, let's jump into it. Number 10. Deadpool. Deadpool is a fictional antihero created by Marvel who appears in their comics. Deadpool's first appearance was in New Mutants No. 98 by Rob Liefeld and Fabian Nicieza in February of 1991. His powers include self-healing and super strength. He is regarded as one of the funniest characters in comics due to his tendency to break the fourth wall. Number 9. Flash. The Flash is an American superhero television series developed by Greg Berlanti, Andrew Kreisberg, and Jeff Johns, airing on the CW. It is based on the DC Comics character Barry Allen, Flash, a costumed superhero crime fighter with the power to move at superhuman speeds. It is a spin-off from Arrow, existing in the same fictional universe known as Arrowverse. The series follows Barry Allen, portrayed by Grant Gustin, a crime scene investigator who gains superhuman speed, which he uses to fight criminals, including others who have also gained superhuman abilities. Number 8. Thor. Thor Odinson is a fictional superhero appearing in the American comic books published by Marvel Comics. The character, based on the Norse mythological deity of the same name, is the Asgardian god of thunder and possesses the enchanted hammer Mjolnir, which grants him the ability of flight and weather manipulation amongst his other superhuman attributes. He has been portrayed by Eric Allen Kramer in the TV film The Incredible Hulk Returns and Chris Hemsworth in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 7. Hulk. Hulk is a 2003 American superhero film based on the fictional Marvel Comics character of the same name. It was directed by Ang Lee and written by James Schamus, Michael France, and John Turman, from a story by Schamus. Eric Bana stars as Bruce Banner, Hulk, alongside Jennifer Connelly, Sam Elliott, Josh Lucas, and Nick Nolte. The film explores the origins of Bruce Banner, who after a lab accident involving gamma radiation, finds himself able to turn into a huge green-skinned monster whenever he is emotionally provoked or stressed, while he is pursued by the United States military and comes into a conflict with his biological father, who has his own dark agenda for his son. Number 6. Captain America. Captain Stephen Grant Rogers, most known as Steve Rogers or Captain America, is a fictional superhero appearing in the American comic books published by Marvel Comics. He was a World War II veteran and is known as the world's first superhero. The character was created by Jack Kirby and Joe Simon and was portrayed by Chris Evans in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 5. Wolverine. The Wolverine is a 2013 superhero film featuring the Marvel Comics character Wolverine. It is the sixth installment in the X-Men film series, the second installment in the trilogy of Wolverine films after X-Men Origins, Wolverine 2009, and a direct sequel to X-Men, The Last Stand 2006. Directed by James Mangold from a screenplay written by Scott Frank and Mark Baumbach based on the 1982 limited series Wolverine by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller, it stars Hugh Jackman as Logan, Wolverine, alongside Ryla Fukushima, Hiroyuki Sanada, Famke Janssen, and Will Yun Lee. Following the events of X-Men, The Last Stand, Logan travels to Japan, where he engages an old acquaintance in a struggle that has lasting consequences. Stripped of his healing powers, Wolverine must battle Deadly Samurai while struggling with guilt over Jean Grey's death. Number 4. Superman. Superman is a comic character, and probably the first powerful superhero in the fictional world. The character was created by writer Jerry Siegel and artist Joe Shuster, high school students living in Cleveland, Ohio, in 1933. It was published by DC Comics. The first animated superhero movie was Superman. The origin story of Superman relates that he was born Kal-El on the planet Krypton, before being rocketed to Earth as an infant by his scientist father Jor-El, moments before Krypton's destruction. Discovered and adopted by a Kansas farm couple, the child is raised as Clark Kent and imbued with a strong moral compass. Very early on he started to display various superhuman abilities, which, upon reaching maturity, he resolved to use for the benefit of humanity through a secret Superman identity. Number 3. Iron Man. Iron Man is a fictional superhero appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics, as well as its associated media. The character was created by writer and editor Stan Lee, developed by scripter Larry Lieber, and designed by artists Don Heck and Jack Kirby. He made his first appearance in Tales of Suspense number 39. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he is portrayed by Robert Downey Jr. Number 2. Spider-Man is a fictional superhero appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics existing in its shared universe. The character was created by writer-editor Stan Lee and writer-artist Steve Ditko, and first appeared in the anthology comic book Amazing Fantasy No. 15, August 1962, in the Silver Age of comic books. In films, Spider-Man has been portrayed by actors Tobey Maguire (2002–2007), Andrew Garfield (2012–2014), and Tom Holland (2016–present), who has portrayed the character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe since 2016. Before jumping to number 1, here are some superheroes that did not make the top 10 list. Wonder Woman, Daredevil, Green Arrow, and now the voted number 1 by the fans. Number 1. Batman. Batman aka Bruce Wayne is a fictional superhero appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. The character was created by artist Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger, and first appeared in Detective Comics number 27. In film, he has been portrayed by Lewis Wilson, Robert Lowery, Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale and Ben Affleck. He has been voiced by a variety of voice actors, including Olan Soule, Kevin Conroy, Rhino Romano, Diedrich Bader, and Jason O'Mara. Do you agree with this list? Let us know this comments what will be your top 10 list for the greatest superheroes of all time. Subscribe us for more great content. We will see you in the next video.